I grew up with a mother who was on drugs. I just thought that was normal because it was the same with my friends. Our parents got high together. At about 10, my grandmother, she took me. It was everything. It was peaceful. It was an actual home. I had somebody supportive, and when she passed away, my world shattered. It went from a very happy place to a very sad place. I had to go live with my mom, and I had to grow up real quick. I had to be a mom to my youngest brother and sister. I didn't have a chance to really have a real childhood. I met my girl's dad when I was about 23. It was love at first sight. He was everything. So when I got pregnant, it was picture perfect. I was going to be married. This was it. And we had Leilani, and she's, oh my God, that little girl is everything. My daughter was maybe about a year old when we actually broke up. I found out that I was actually pregnant with my baby, my youngest daughter, Layla. We moved around so much from different family members' homes, and we ended up at my best friend's house. The three of us slept in the bed together. There was no stability in my life. When she was about 6 weeks old, we went into the shelter. It was horrible. We saw people fighting, people drinking. Basically, first part of their life was being homeless, being from bed to bed. When I was in the shelter, I got my voucher to move out. And it was a beautiful thing having my own apartment. I was there for almost a year, and the new owners came and was like, how long is it going to take for you to move? Nobody told me that the building was being sold. Nobody gave me any fair warning. Me and my daughters were kicked out. It went back into the same pattern again, couch to couch, family member to family member. They walking around with holes in their shoes. I went into a crazy depression. And when I got the letter from the city stating that I got accepted for public housing, it was one of the happiest moments of my life. I just wanted to keep a roof over my daughter's head. There were still things that I needed to do to be able to maintain, and having a job, having finances was number one. I saw the little advertisement for First Step. It came at a time when I really needed it.
The women that come to First Step are quite diverse. So there are folks that have little work experience like Faith. There's also a range in terms of educational level and life experience. I think what ties everyone together is that they've all experienced some sort of challenge that's gotten in their way, and they've come to First Step because they really want to do something different.
That first week, it really opened me up to other people and other things. It was a safe haven. It was a safe place where you can be yourself and not worry about somebody judging you.
I was Faith case manager during the 3 months that she was in the First Step program. I really worked with her one-on-one and got to know her more on a personal level.
She wouldn't allow me to make excuses for anything. She talked to me about how to help my daughter in school. She helped me get over my kid's father. There wasn't an aspect of my life that she didn't help me in. I felt better when I left her office. The mentality changed.
In the first part of the program, we do classroom instruction. So that's Microsoft Office training, as well as professional development workshops and social service oriented workshops.
While in the program, she started realizing certain things about herself through the workshops, was able to start building up her confidence.
Unlike other programs, First Step focuses on building self-confidence because it's really key in terms of someone being able to understand what opportunities are possible for them. When students finish the classroom instruction, they move on to internship, and that's the portion of the program where they really get the hands-on experience in terms of the working world. We placed Faith at a social service organization that services individuals that are homeless. When we first placed her there, she was a bit nervous. She didn't really see herself being in that kind of professional setting. And then over time, as she was there, she really excelled at the internship. She was very positive, the staff loved her, the clients loved her, and she could then see herself in that kind of environment.
I heard about the job opening for a file clerk. It was on a Wednesday. So I said, okay, I can do this. And I sent the email immediately. And Friday, I went in for the face-to-face interview. I was at First Step when I got the call. When she was like, hi, Faith, this is Annette. I'm calling to offer you the position. And the tears came and I was stuck. I was on mute.
It was definitely a new Faith. She had tremendously changed and evolved from the Faith I knew in the beginning.
The look on my baby's face when I told them that I actually had a job. Mommy is working now. They hugged me, they kissed me.
When Faith initially came into the program, she did speak a lot about wanting to be a role model for her daughters, being able to provide for them and being able to buy things for them if they needed anything and not really ask for any outside help.
First Step definitely helped me provide the stability for them. In more ways than one, helped me be a better mother to them.
When Faith completed the program, all of her classmates nominated her as the most inspirational student of the class, and so that meant that she would be the graduate speaker. When she got up, she told the ladies that if she could do it, really anyone could get out of First Step what they wanted, and she was a real motivator for the entire group.
They celebrated with me when I got the hundreds on the test, when I got an answer right. They celebrated me, and in turn, I celebrated them. They made it a joy to be there every day. If I would not have called and made that call to First Step, I don't know where my life would have ended up. It was my first step out of depression. It was my first step out of dependency. It was my first step out of downing myself. It was my first step to me. I am stronger. I am wiser. I'm more of the Faith that I was supposed to be than when I first walked in through First Step.